The Premier League is back. After a week layoff because of international duties, the Premier League is back and it's time for Match Week 4. We have some huge games to look forward to this coming weekend, and today I've got 10 things you need to know before this Premier League weekend, Match Week 4. For you guys that do follow the channel, you do know that I have a Premier League review and results series. And because that has gone down so well, I will be starting a preview series before every single Premier League weekend. I'll be making this sort of video running through all the talking points before this Premier League weekend. And if you do want to see this series stay, make sure you go ahead and click that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and make sure also click on that bell button so you can be a part of the notification squad. Number 10. Agüero's streak. To kick off this Premier League weekend, we'll be having Manchester City face Liverpool, and a man who has been deadly in front of goal in this fixture has been Sergio Agüero. Sergio Agüero has scored in 5 consecutive home matches against Liverpool, a record against one team only beaten by Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who are at 6. And if Agüero scores this weekend, he will join Shearer, Henry and Hasselbank by scoring in 6 consecutive home games against Liverpool. Number 9. Arsenal in shambles. Where do I start with Arsenal Football Club? It seems as though the club and the fans are just crumbling down. Arsenal are in shambles with 2 losses already this season. They lost 1-0 to Stoke and 4-0 to Liverpool, and that game against Liverpool showed the cracks in their team. And ever since that Liverpool game, we've had ex-players criticising the team and players speaking out, the likes of Mesut Ozil, telling the fans to stay calm and get on board with the team. After a very disappointing transfer window with the club, the supporters are speaking out about their displeasure also. And this is a huge match week for Arsenal. They'll be facing Bournemouth at the Emirates, and if they do not pick up the 3 points at the Emirates against Bournemouth, things are only going to get worse. Number 8. Will Sanchez play? On transfer deadline day, it looked like Alexis Sanchez was gonna make the move from Arsenal to Manchester City. Throughout the whole transfer window, Arsene Wenger came out and said that they will not be selling Sanchez. Sanchez wanted the move to Manchester City and the deal was about to go through. And rumours are saying Arsenal delayed the transfer and resulted in deadline day ending and Sanchez not making the move. And the question is, will Alexis Sanchez line up for Arsenal this weekend? It's gonna be really interesting to see. Number 7. Brighton's tough start. Brighton are one of the new teams here in the Premier League. After last season being promoted into the Premier League, it's been a really tough start for them. Brighton have 1 point from 3 games without even scoring a goal after 3 games this Premier League season. They haven't really looked dangerous around goal, and they face West Brom, who have started the season well with 2 wins and a draw. And it's going to be a huge test for Brighton against West Brom Albion. Number 6. Goodison Park clash. This is one of the biggest games this week, and Spurs will be facing Everton at Goodison Park. The Toffees were easily beaten by Chelsea 2-0 last time out, and now Wayne Rooney faces disciplinary action after being charged with drink driving last week. And that is going to be huge heading into this game, while Spurs on the other hand haven't really had the best start to the Premier League season. They start off the season with a routine 2-0 win over Newcastle United, and following that, they've just gained a point after 2 games at Wembley. A 2-1 loss against Chelsea at Wembley, and also a 1-1 draw to Burnley. And Spurs haven't lost to Everton since December of 2012, a run stretching back 9 matches. And it's all going to come down at Goodison Park this weekend, and this is going to be a game that you guys need to watch out for. Number 5. Defending champions visit King Power Stadium. It is the former defending champions facing the defending champions this weekend. The Blues lost their opening game of the new campaign 3-2 at home to Burnley, but have hit back quite well since, by picking up a 2-1 win over Spurs and a 2-0 win over Everton. Kante will be playing his former side, and so is Danny Drinkwater. Danny Drinkwater returns to his former club in his first game as a Chelsea player since joining Chelsea during the recent transfer window. Number 4. Can the perfect start continue? It has been an incredible start for Manchester United this Premier League season. After 3 games, they have 9 points, 10 goals scored, 0 goals conceded, and find themselves comfortable at the top of the table. But will the international break ruin Manchester United's good run as they face Stoke City this Saturday? Stoke have already toppled one title contender this season by beating Arsenal in August, and Mark Hughes is yet to lose against Manchester United since Jose Mourinho's appointment. 2 1-1 draws last season, so one record will come to an end this weekend. Number 3. Will Palace get their first win? If I can put it simply, in my opinion, no. Crystal Palace have had a nightmare start to the season, losing all 3 games and not really looking convincing in front of goal. And they have not even scored a goal this season at all. They've suffered home defeats to Huddersfield and Swansea to start off this season, and they're travelling all the way to Burnley. And Burnley, after 3 games, have a total of 4 points. They're sitting directly mid-table in 10th. And from what I can see, it's just going to be another loss for Palace. And it could be 4 games into the season without them even scoring a goal. Number 2. Horrible start versus good start. It's West Ham United versus Huddersfield. West Ham United have had a shockingly terrible start to the season after a good transfer window, bringing in some quality players, the likes of Chicharito, Hart, Zabaleta, and others. And after 3 games, they have had a 4-0 loss to Manchester United, 3-2 loss to Southampton, and a 3-0 loss to Newcastle United, and find themselves in 20th, last in the league. On the other hand, you've got a newly promoted side in Huddersfield who have started the season quite well. They are yet to concede. They start off the season with a 3-0 win over Palace, a 1-0 win over Newcastle, and a 0-0 draw against Southampton. And West Ham United have quality, but will that quality be shown in this game against Huddersfield this weekend? And number 1, game of the week. This is the game that everyone is going to be talking about this weekend. It's Manchester City versus Liverpool. This is going to be a game of 2 attacking powerhouses. The game is surely going to have plenty of goals, as both teams are really dangerous on the attack, and when they have to defend, they are quite shaky. Liverpool picked up a 4-0 win at Anfield against Arsenal recently, and Manchester City, on the other hand, picked up a 2-0 win over Bournemouth. It's the biggest game so far this season that we have seen, and I really hope it lives up to its high expectations. It's going to be a big game, and that is the 10 things you need to know before this Premier League weekend, Match Week 4. Let me know down below in the comments, do you want this series to stay? Like I said before, I have a review and results series. I thought, why not make a preview series where we take a look at all the Premier League games this coming weekend? So if you did enjoy it, give it a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you all on my next video.